As of January 2024, there are 11 colors of classic Spaceman that you can get your hands on. Around the time the first LEGO figure was made, a few themes were made along with it, such as town, castle, pirates, and space. These simple little astronaut figures have garnered so much fame that they are still being made to this day, almost 45 years later. This video is a brief background on these figures and a few estimated prices of what you might expect to pay if you want these figures. Please note these prices have been taken from an average I find on Bricklink listings. You may find them cheaper or more expensive on other websites such as eBay. Let's rewind to 1978, when the first modern minifigure was made, and at the same time, the theme that would later be called Classic Space came out and introduced the first two colors of Spacemen, white and red. The book, LEGO Space 1978 through 1992, states that these were thought to represent Soviet communauts and American astronauts, which I think is a kind of cool idea. Let's take a look at the red Spaceman. As you can see, mine is not in the best condition. These were found in 46 sets, and you can expect to get a used one for about $1.10 or 0.87 pounds, and a new pristine one for $75 or 59 pounds. Next is the white Spaceman. Once again, mine is not in good condition. These can be found in 37 sets, an estimated $1 or 0.9 pounds used, or $60 or 47 pounds. If you haven't caught on yet, retro figures in good condition are a lot of money and only worth it if you can afford it. The next year, 1979, we got a new astronaut who joined the crew, the color of yellow. Now, I don't know if he was wearing a suit made of flesh or he was just naked with a tattoo on his chest. Anyway, this color of Spaceman appeared in 28 sets and can be found for $2 or 1.5 pounds used, or $60 and 75 pounds new. Then 5 years later, in 1984, we got two new colors, which are now one of the two most infamous colors, blue and black. The blue Spaceman, mostly known as the LEGO movie character Benny, is the most famous color Spaceman and also is one of the most rare, being found in only 12 sets and can be bought for $2 and 1.5 pounds used, or $100 or 79 pounds new. Now, even rarer than that, being found in a whopping 8 sets, and pretty big ones at that, the black Spaceman. Used, this figure goes for $14 or 11 pounds, and new for $100 or 79 pounds, being the most expensive out of the entire 11 minifigure lineup. It is very important to know, some vintage minifigure packs have come out with reissued version of the Spaceman. They all use the motorcycle helmet, and the black one had the torso printed wrong. And by wrong, I mean it's just a little bit lower than it should be, which does bother me though, but if it doesn't bother you, then I don't see why not. Anyway, 2014 LEGO Ideas Kuso Exosuit comes with two green spacemen. They did not have the correct head, so if that's something you care about, then you can buy it and add a couple additional cents to your purchase. Now, new really won't make a difference, as now the helmets no longer break because they're using motorcycle helmets as of right now, and the gold no longer fades. So I'll stop doing new and used prices. So for this figure, expect to pay $25 or 20 pounds, still quite expensive. Now is where it gets complicated. 2017, the new minifigure series, Series 17, comes out with one figure, the Rocket Boy, and he has a light bluish-gray torso with the classic space print, going for $15 and 12 pounds as of right now. From here, you can piece him together, needing hands, legs, head, and air tanks, adding up to 25 cents or 0.3 pounds. For the helmet, you have two options: a motorcycle helmet for 50 cents or 0.3 pounds, or if you want a better helmet, a gray version of the space helmet was made in the classic castle theme, and obviously these helmets would break, so this helmet is $10 or 8 pounds used, or $90 and 71 pounds new. That is a lot for a helmet, but hey, what are you going to do? Combined, it's around $40 or 31 pounds average. The gray Spaceman is not the only DIY Spaceman, however, but we'll get back to that later. Then, 2019, with the release of the LEGO Movie 2, we got a set called Benny's Space Squad, where we got Benny, a second reissued white and yellow Spaceman, and a new color, the pink Spaceman. Now for this set, the classic space helmet with a thicker chin strap was made so it wouldn't break. So the reissue and the pink Spaceman used it in their respective colors. This marked the new point in the history of the Spaceman, and now they had close to perfect replicas of the classic space helmets, and even better, they would not break. The pink Spaceman goes for around $7 or £5 new or used, so pretty affordable and a nice sleek color. The very next year, we got an updated minifigure visual history book that included a new orange Spaceman with the remastered space helmet. This is one of the most expensive figures, going for a whopping $30 or £24 used. Next is the purple Spaceman, the second and the last figure from this lineup to have to be parted together. The torso originally came in the Series 22 Space Creature and goes for $8 or £6. So for the other parts, arms, legs, hand, it would cost around 80 cents or 0.63 pounds. The air tank and helmet wouldn't come out until the next year in the Lunar New Year parade. Recently, these have been re-released in cheaper sets and now cost 30 cents or 0.24 pounds for the air tank and 10 cents and 0.8 pounds for the helmet. The Spaceman costs $30 or 23 pounds complete. Now on to our last Spaceman, the brown one. This one released complete in the minifigure series 24. This figure alone goes for $6 or 4 pounds. Honorable mention is the baby Spaceman in the color blue, which came with the brown Spaceman and in the new Creator Space Coaster set that goes for $2 or 1.5 pounds. So in total, how much will this collection cost you? Well, doing some math, I got around $160 or 126 pounds for used figures and $530 or 418 pounds new. Yeah, I don't know if my math is quite right there, but feel free to do your own research. So there you have it, the current collection of classic Spaceman and a price guide. Please note that I don't know too much about how to calculate dollars into pounds, so I may not be right. Feel free to do the math yourself. I'm not going to correct myself. These figures are some of my favorite to collect, and I hope LEGO continues their love for classic space, and we get more colors like gold, silver, light blue, lavender, and so many other colors. Anyway, that's it for this video. Be sure to check out some of the videos that just popped up on your screen, and subscribe, but I'm not here to force you. Alright, goodbye.